Earth took 4.6 billion years to become what it is today. Glaciers pushed mountains, oceans carved coastlines, volcanoes shaped continents. Everything moved slowly, like evolution would never accelerate. But then something changed. Not an asteroid, not a supervolcano. A new force arrived, us, humans. We are not merely visitors on this planet. We are becoming one of its dominant forces. The first transformation happened on the surface. When humans learned farming, we stopped waiting for nature to provide. We began to command the land. Forests were cleared, grasslands were turned, rivers were redirected. A region's fate was no longer decided by climate and seasons, but by human demand. From space, the Earth looks like a chessboard. That pattern is not natural. It is the fingerprint of civilization. Cities are not natural creations of Earth. They are a second crust we have built on top of the planet. Steel, concrete, glass. A city's weight is heavy enough to alter groundwater flow, even to sink the land itself. We extract rock from the depths, crush it, melt it, reshape it, and turn it into skyscrapers, roads, and bridges. If cities were a geological phenomenon, they would be growing faster than any mountain range. Human transformation does not stop at the surface. It has reached the atmosphere. By burning coal, oil, and gas, we release carbon stored for hundreds of millions of years. We turn ancient forests into smoke and send them back into the sky. The atmosphere is no longer just Earth's shield. It is becoming civilization's exhaust system, and the sky responds silently. Through temperature, storms, and rising seas, our legacy is being written in the elements. The ocean was once Earth's most stable system. It absorbed heat and carbon dioxide like a silent giant taking the planet's impact. But the giant is changing. As seawater absorbs more CO2, it becomes more acidic. Coral reefs die. Shells grow weaker. Entire food chains become fragile. And as oceans warm, hurricanes intensify and currents shift. Sea levels rise, flooding not only land, but the borders of civilization itself. Earth has known the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age, but now the planet is entering something else, the Plastic Age. Plastic is not a natural material. Microbes cannot easily break it down. It can float in the ocean for centuries, or remain buried in soil even longer. Even in Antarctic ice, even in deep-sea sediments, scientists have found fragments of plastic. We are engraving our civilization into Earth's future geology. As humanity expands, the wild world retreats. Every road built, every city expanded, every forest cleared, a habitat disappears. This is not the loss of one species. It is the collapse of entire ecosystems. We once believed Earth's life was endless, but now we are witnessing biodiversity can be destroyed faster than it can recover, and that destruction often happens in silence. Earth has experienced 5 mass extinctions. Each one rewrote the history of life, but this time the trigger is not cosmic, not volcanic, not glacial. It is civilization itself. The amount of minerals we extract now rivals natural sediment movement. The concrete and steel we produce could form an entirely new geological layer. Scientists have begun using a new word, the Anthropocene, a chapter never seen before in Earth's history, an age defined by humans. We have become the dominant force on the planet, shaping the very ground we walk on. Every choice we make today is etched into the stone of tomorrow. Our legacy is more than just machines. It is the story of a civilization learning to live within the limits of the world it has redefined. Human power is like a blade. It can carve mountains and cut away the future. We gained energy, food, technology, We built an unprecedented civilization, but we also disrupted Earth's balance. And Earth's balance is not fragile. It is simply unforgiving. The planet will not collapse. What may collapse is the stability we depend on. Earth can exist without us, but we cannot exist without Earth. But the story is not over, because we are the only species capable of understanding our own impact. We can see forests disappearing. We can measure warming oceans. We can predict storms, droughts, and floods. And understanding means choice. We can choose to keep taking, or we can choose to repair. We can become Earth's wound or Earth's healer. Humans are reshaping the planet. The question is, what do we want to reshape it into? If one day an alien civilization arrives on Earth, they wouldn't need to see us. They would only need to see the coastlines, the skies, the forests, the ice, and they would know this planet was reshaped by a species now deciding its own fate. Because as we reshape Earth, we reshape the future of humanity itself. Humans are not the owners of Earth. We are its rewriters.